Hi, welcome to my evolutionary fitness channel, Train Don't Strain, with me, Mountain Jace. This is the 10th and final video in my Concise Foundations of Fitness series, in which I hope to show you that cheat training, sitting staring at your phone for more than 90% of your gym time, and never taking your muscles into the debilitation zone is actually what failure looks like. Conversely, training my evolutionary way is the best path up to your peak fitness goal. In the last episode, I discussed the positives of training. We saw that your overriding goal must be to add a constant amount of force over the entire range of the pushing or positive part of the shoulder press exercise. To quickly recap, if you add too much force at the start of the move, the inescapable consequence will be that from then onwards, because the weight now has excess momentum, the muscle fibers further along the stairway to heavenly gains will not be fully engaged. In fact, many of them will actually be resting. So I explained that to illuminate as many of the 25 light bulbs as possible, my overriding objective was to add 1 kilogram of energy to that of the weight on the machine, 42 kilograms in this case, as I push the handles up above my head. Good. But then what? We've only done half the move, which means that at best, we've only secured 50% of the potential gains on offer. Anyway, time is precious, so let's just jump straight in. As you will recall, I posed the question last time, what do the numbers on the weights represent? To which I explained, this is the amount of force needed to keep said weights from neither rising or falling. As just highlighted on the positive section of the move, I add an additional 1 kilogram to the force of the weight I'm training with, which on the shoulder press, as I say, was 42 kilograms. This results in a near constant thrust of 43 kilograms at each and every point along the positive range. On the down or negative part of the movement, almost everyone I see at my gym uses this entire section to outright rest. Indeed, more precisely, what they do is put the minimum amount of effort in so that their hands remain just connected to the bar as it, in turn, free falls back to the start position thanks to the pull of gravity. This then creates the bounce that they harness to cause the handles to race up through the first section of the next positive rep without firing a single muscle fiber, thus robbing them yet again of any chance of taking the muscle into the debilitation zone. This is the vital threshold beyond which the body recognizes that great chunks of muscle fiber have been micro-torn through intense activity, and as a result is compelled to build back better. Below this point, all exercise merely gets put into the general maintenance category, which means it's only repaired back to its previous state of fitness and no more. What they should be doing is subtracting the minimum amount of force from the weight they are using so that it can return back to its start position under full engagement. This means that in the shoulder press example, I need to input a constant 41 kilograms of effort along the entire negative range, not 0 kilograms as everyone else is doing. So, to help make this point clearer, let's say on the positive range, I banked the maximum return of 43 kilograms times 25 steps up the stairway to heavenly gains, which equals 1075. Equally, on the negative section, the maximum available is now only 41 kilograms times the same number of steps, 25, which gives 1025, for a total of 2100 units of training benefit per repetition. Whereas what I see at my gym all the time is people getting barely a fifth of the positive max, and because they don't even engage the muscle along the negative section, but just let gravity do its thing, 0 for the second part of the move. You do the math. No, please, you do the math and ask yourself which is more likely to lead to future increased levels of strength and fitness. Earning 2,100 units of muscle tearing gains per repetition, or barely eking out around 400. That's the choice that awaits you if you decide to join my fitness evolution. In a year's time, you'll be enjoying the considerable benefits of training each and every muscle deep into the debilitation zone. You'll have more muscle and cardiovascular power, more control of your muscles, which means you'll be able to play sports to a much higher level, and you'll have the self-esteem that comes with training with your brain and not your ego. So, see ya on the next stage of the Mountain Jace climb to peak fitness.